On, guys? You're here with Team Journey TC. Today we have an actual script. Can you believe this? You can't see it, but trust me that it's right there. It's right in front of me. I'm really excited. I worked hard on this one, guys. Okay? No, it's just I didn't want to go into this one like completely blind like I normally do because this one's a little bit more structured. But anyway, so as I'm sure you guys are aware, I have my qualms with Captain Marvel. But what if they had a chance to take it back? What if they could be done to possibly fix this movie? Here I'll be giving you my rewrite. I saw Filmento do this about I think Suicide Squad and like a lot of DCEU ones, and I really just wanted to do one. Filmento, by the way. You should go check them out. So I'm gonna try to make as little changes as possible, especially in terms of like character dynamic, and the plot will be the same pretty much. I'm mostly just gonna add things that will improve the story and things like that. I'm so excited. Let's get right into this.
So let's just get right into this rewrite, shall we then? Okay, so like many people, I didn't really have a problem with how the movie starts out. Here there are just a few changes that will be made to have better payoffs at the end of the movie and set things up more. So she gets up and then she has her little fight with her mentor person. But in this fight, she actually does lose control of her emotions like she was supposed to in the actual movie. And this lack of emotions causes her to like be losing the fight, and you can then watch her try to control her emotions when he tells her and then have her lose. Also, I mean, you don't have to, but if you had given like the Kree like some superpowers or something, even if they're not as good as hers, just to make the stakes feel like she might actually die, I mean, whatever. After that, she can go to the Supreme Intelligence thingy, and that can be the same. Then she spends more time with her team, show how they can all use each other and that these are actually like her friends, tell us why they're her friends, help us get invested in them, like not a ton because obviously they're the bad guys, but like a little bit, show that she actually like cares about these people. Then they can have the fight scene where she loses, which I actually thought was pretty cool, or at least smart. The girl with the shooter bow thing, and he's like, "Yo, they're not Skrull," and then she's like, "You're over there," and then she shoots him. I thought that was cool. Um, Now here's when we're going to encounter her first major change. Now, these could be done a gajillion of ways. I've just done it one way in this thing just so it's clear. Um, but you could change this a multitude of ways and still have improved the story. So a big theme of this movie was that Captain Marvel supposedly falls down and gets back up. However, in the actual movie, we never saw her fall down, like not once. Also, the fact that she loses her memories means literally nothing at all. So in this one, we are going to kill two birds with one stone. We can start out with a little girl who has a love for cars and planes and things like that because she has like the racing scene. To show us that she wants to do is play with these things. Her dad politely tells her that she goes and plays with her friends and their dolls. This will set up that she's like a tomboy and sticks to the feminist angle that they were going for. Have her meet her black friend who I don't remember the name of, and have them like share this fun thing that they don't want to play with dolls, which is great, and have her sign up for that little race thing that she goes to that we see in the flashbacks. At this point, she can wake up in the Skrull place and have a little more trouble fighting them off, so it doesn't look like they're not a threat either. This also could give an explanation so why like her memories, because they're gonna go in sequential order now. Like it's in the past for her, but they're not like random in time jumps. Anyway, Captain Marvel barely escapes and then she lands on Earth. Things continue the same way, except maybe she's more desperately looking for a way home. Have her be flustered and panicky. Also, I might cut out some of the fight scenes for runtime. It might have made Nick Fury more of a badass, but it was fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Now you need, so like you have all that basically till they come to like the place, like the factory thing, and then you can go back to a flashback. You could say it's still happening. Memory. You don't need to explain why she still has them, because I don't think the audience would really care. Watch them work for their car a little bit. Everyone laugh, except for her friend wouldn't laugh at her. But but then let her have a look on her face like she knows what she's doing, she's confident it's going to work, but it doesn't, she completely fails, have everyone laugh at her, make her look like she's going to quit, but then have her stand up after being badly bruised, have her friend come to her side, have her friend ask her if she wants to quit or keep going, leave that question in the air, so something like that. So the whole thing is she doesn't like back down when she falls, so we're gonna have her fall again and again, and then we're gonna leave that question there. At this point, they're at the facilities, and she tries to control her emotions, but it almost leads to the two of them, Nick Fury and her, getting killed. They're at like the factory part. Everything else was fine. They're discovering, I guess you would need to discover the plans because that doesn't work in this thing anymore because she doesn't know about the ship yet. But who knows? They can just be there. They got trapped or something, and then they're looking for files for some reason, maybe to get out, and then they find them. That would make sense. Then have the two, and so then they get out, and then they're away from these Skrull people, and they're starting heading over to her friend's house. Maybe that's what they could be looking for, her address, because this place has all the records or something. Then have the two friends at like the Air Force Academy. This is back in a flashback now. And have her fail again with that tryout thing where everyone laughs. I might not have every single person be a white male in that crowd because geez. But have her see being an Air Force pilot in sight, see it being something that she wants and something that she has like the willpower and want to get, watch her work to get it. Then see her and her friend at the Air Force working hard to be the best they can, being friends, being nice to each other. Then have her other mentor lady, Mar-Vell, talk to her about she's not a quitter and she worked to make herself the best she can be, and that's why she works with her. And then when she works with her, then she trusts her to carry out this mission because she believes in her. Because that kind of makes sense now why she chose her to do it. Now she can go and see her friend at the house in like real time. But now this is a way more heartfelt moment because we've now actually seen her friend more than like 2 seconds. And like we actually know a little bit about her, so it should actually mean something to the audience seeing them reunite. That was the biggest part of the rewrite, was actually just trying to give them like more character line, like a little bit more fleshed out in the future. Then the Skrull come and tell her that her friends are the bad guy. She doesn't believe them, obviously, until her last memory comes back. She says she sees Mar-Vell tell her that she's trying to help these people be safe for some reason, have their biggest Skrull disguised as a human if you want. This is mostly just so you can tell that like the Skrull are actually the good guys, because then her friends, like the Kree friends, come and they kill maybe the Skrull who's then shown to be a Skrull or something like that, just so it's clear they are bad and Skrull are good. After she realized this, let her react, let her break down and cry, let her feel betrayed. Her friends try to kill her for crying out loud. Actually, one of my favorite moments in Wonder Woman is when she cries because she wasn't able to save everyone in that village and it got gassed. Captain Marvel has killed countless of innocent Skrulls and has been betrayed by her friends. That should impact her. Then she decides to help the Skrulls and the Kree come. Then have Jude Law come in and fight her, have her get angry, let him tell her to control her emotions, have her try to do so, and therefore lose the fight, have her tell him again that she lost to her emotions or why she lost the fight. Then have her realize it's wrong and decide to go full angry is the right way to go. Because that's what they try to do. They'd be like, yo, I don't need to control my emotions. You, whatever. So, there you go. And she's not controlling her emotions. But it at least makes sense in some way. Because she actually had emotions be an issue. This works because she's no longer trying to express her emotions. Which they kind of, then have her destroy a bunch of things and have it her win, and it can be epic if you want. Then her neck thing goes off and she falls to the ground. She again has been defeated. Jude Law tell her to go home or something. They'll take her back. Everything will be okay. She's again presented with a choice of whether to quit or not. He tells her that her friends miss her and want her to go back, that the warrior isn't the place for her, but they'll do something. The Skrull are meaningless to her and she should abandon them. She closes her eyes and remembers all the times she stood back up in the past, and now we've actually gotten context for that. And you can even add a few extra shots. The audience will go along with it because there's been enough foundation that she doesn't quit and she keeps going. And so she stands up and destroys everything. Not with a smile on her face, though, like in the actual movie. She's obviously going to be a little bit more upset about, like, killing all her friends. But she does it anyway, in awesome fashion. And the movie ends with her helping the scroll. Yay. Happy day. So there's my rewrite. I hope you guys like it. I think this rewrite fixes the core issues of Captain Marvel by giving her an actual character and making her more relatable. I think it also still has plenty of feminism, which is clearly what Marvel wanted, but doesn't push it quite as much, like, in your face. Anyway, did you like this better than the version we got? Why or why not? Be sure to comment down below, like, and be sure to subscribe. See you in the next one.